Hello, I'm Viet Cuong. Welcome to Thai Nguyen News. Today's headlines. Thai Nguyen leaders welcome Korean delegation. A review on the 5-year national target program of poverty reduction during the period 2006-2011. Exhibition and trade fair of typical industrial and agricultural products, Thai Nguyen 2012. In the morning of November 17th, a Korean delegation led by Mr. Oh Nak-young, Envoy and Consul General of the Embassy of the Republic of Korea in Vietnam, visited Thái Nguyên Province. Mr. Dương Ngọc Long, Chairman of Thái Nguyên People's Committee, welcomed the delegation.
On behalf of Thái Nguyên leaders, the Chairman of Thái Nguyên People's Committee introduced to the delegation the geographical location, potentialities and strong points of the province. The Chairman also mentioned the great efforts of the province to attract national and international investors. During this trip to Vietnam, the Korean delegation intended to find out about mineral exploitation, agricultural production and the program of building new rural areas in the nation. According to Mr. Oh Nak-young, the delegation appreciated the efforts of Thái Nguyên province to develop society and economy. In the coming time, Korea will support to make Thái Nguyên become the biggest information technology center of the nation. In addition, Vietnam will receive about 50 million USD of grant aid or loans with no interest rate from Korean annually.
On the 15th of November, Thái Nguyên Steering Committee of National Target Program of Poverty Reduction held a meeting on reviewing the process of poverty reduction from 2006 to 2010 and came to an agreement about the plan for poverty reduction in the period 2012-2015. The meeting was presided by Mrs. Ma Thị Nguyệt, Vice Chairwoman of Thái Nguyên People's Committee. During the 5-year plan since the 2006-2012 period, the program helped to reduce the poverty rate in the whole province from 26.8% to 10.8%. Moreover, the physical outlook of rural areas has been changed in a way that 100% of the communes have primary schools, healthcare centers, and motorways to the commune centers. Also, 100% of the communes are provided with electricity, 95% of households are now enjoying electricity service, and 75% of rural people are supplied with clean water. For particularly difficult areas and those groups of ethnic minorities, the priority policies such as 134, 135 programs or subsidy ones have been conducted in order to make a practical contribution to the poverty reduction in the area. Moreover, some shortcomings and limitations in the implementation process which have been addressed are unstable poverty reduction rate, high risk of falling back into poverty, and inadequate criteria for assessing poor households. The steering committee also discussed how to make a stable plan for eliminating poverty in the period 2011-2015. In her concluding speech at the meeting, the Vice Chairman asked members of the steering committee to be more active in coordinating with the other departments to thoroughly implement the tasks, improve the capacity of the staff working on eradicating poverty at the basic level. Additionally, she mentioned that synchronization solutions should be applied to ensure the effectiveness, stableness, and practice of poverty reduction programs. In order to get an accurate picture of the situation of production and consumption of products and promptly remove difficulties for enterprises, on November 16th, the delegation led by Mr. Nhữ Văn Tâm, Vice Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee, had a meeting with 2 large enterprises on manufacturing building materials in the area, namely Quang Sơn Cement Company and Thái Nguyên Iron and Steel Corporation. Due to setbacks in the economy, the above-mentioned companies suffered losses in the consumption of cement and steel, a whopping amount in the inventory worth hundreds of billion Vietnam dong. The Vice Chairman urged the enterprises to actively search for market expansion and coordinate with other units inside and outside the province in terms of consumption to reduce input costs, to maintain the quality of products, thereby creating more jobs and stable incomes for workers. He also requested the functional agencies on investment and planning, industry and trade, transportation, and construction to research and come up with good suggestions to the Provincial People's Committee with the aim of publishing incentives to use local materials for projects and basic constructions funded by the local budget. For specific recommendations, the Vice Chairman directed the research sectors to find out the solutions to the problems arising in the business world. In the evening of November 15th, an exhibition and trade fair of typical industrial and agricultural products, Thái Nguyên 2012, opened in the Exhibition and Trade Fair Center in Tân Thịnh Ward, Thái Nguyên City. The representatives from Finland, India, Korea, Sri Lanka, and Laos enterprises attended the opening ceremony.
The exhibition and trade fair of typical industrial and agricultural products, Thái Nguyên 2012, attracted more than 200 stores from 20 provinces nationwide and over 150 organizations. International delegations brought to the fair their typical products like motorbikes, electric and electronic devices, garments, furniture, handicraft products, and tourism products. This exhibition and trade fair is a golden opportunity for national and international investors to search for new markets, for Thái Nguyên in particular and Vietnam in general to introduce strong points of investment attraction and business cooperation. Through this event, international organizations can learn more about Vietnamese people, special cultural features, well-known landscapes, and Vietnam's socio-economic development in the period of global integration.
On November 15th, at the Cultural House of Thái Nguyên Iron and Steel Corporation, the Provincial Literature and Art Association, in collaboration with Thái Nguyên Iron and Steel Joint Stock Company, organized an artwork exhibition with the theme Thái Nguyên on the Way to Integration and Development. 79 outstanding artworks displayed at the exhibition were selected from nearly 500 works by 43 authors, especially those who are not members of the association, took part in the art photo contest given for Thái Nguyên artistic photographers. At the opening ceremony, the organizing committee summarized and awarded prizes to 11 best artworks involved. First prize went to Iron Furnace Workers' Face by Dương Thúy. With the theme Thái Nguyên on the Way to Integration and Development, the works at the exhibition reflect the life of laborers, their production, and their homeland's building and protection. They also describe all the people in the province who study and follow Ho Chi Minh's moral examples. Through the work, the audiences somewhat visualize all aspects of life and all the ethnic groups in the province with an emulating atmosphere of building their hometown, Thái Nguyên, in a new period of integration and comprehensive development. On November 15, the International School, Thái Nguyên University, held a meeting to celebrate the new academic year as well as the Vietnamese Teachers' Day, November 20th. Established in 2011 as one of the 10 training institutions of Thái Nguyên University, TNU, IS is mandated to implement the undergraduate and graduate study programs in the areas of natural science, social science, management, economics, and international relations. The training program was established based on the method of importing advanced training programs from leading universities in the world by the Ministry of Education and Training. Currently, there are 65 lecturers from universities of the UK, US, Hong Kong, Taiwan, China, and the Philippines coming to teach, and about 100 foreign students are here to study. During the academic year 2012-2013, IS has begun to improve the training program, teaching methodology, teacher exchange, upgrade the facility, in order to ensure the learning conditions for students, and aim at founding the International College, Thái Nguyên University by 2015. On November 17, Thái Nguyên Provincial Youth Union Association, in collaboration with Thái Nguyên Provincial Traffic Safety Board, held a ceremony to commemorate people who died from traffic accidents. The said ceremony was attended by more than 1,000 members who are young students from the different universities and colleges in the province. This was the first memorial ceremony for the victims held in Thái Nguyên province. During the ceremony, the attendees had a chance to hear the contents and meaning of the Memorial Day of the victims who died from traffic accidents. This was also an opportunity for people to express their compassion and sympathy for the unfortunate victims, and this reminded participants of the importance of abiding by the traffic rules and regulations while on the road. Everyone should have a sense of responsibility not only for themselves but the community as well, to create a safe traffic environment. By the end of the ceremony, more than 300 youth members of Thái Nguyên University of Medicine and Pharmacy marched in the main streets of Thái Nguyên City. And that's all we have for today. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.